since titles like Dear Esther and Journey, the genre of walking simulators has either been loved or hated. Some say they aren't real games, while others say that removing things like combat or violent, action-packed distractions can help the narrative get focus it deserves. Firewatch is my first real foray into the genre, and I must say it's a good place to start. Without spoiling too much, because the narrative really is the star of the show here. You play as Hank, a man struggling to cope with his wife's illness who decides to run away and take a job as a fire lookout in Shoshone National Forest. While early game your time is spent traversing the map and dealing with inconsiderate campers, the game takes a decidedly darker tone quickly and, to the game's credit, gives a good air of mystery without showing any violence or even people at all, save a few silhouettes. During the game, your only personal interaction is with your boss over an old walkie-talkie as you both do your jobs for the summer. I found these conversations with Delilah to be a treat, and kudos to Campo Santo for voicing over so much dialogue for both your character as well as her. The environment itself comes alive with dozens of handwritten notes that can be collected, areas to explore, and a slow encroachment of a forest fire creeping ever closer. Firewatch is a joy to look at, which is a fact the developer knows, as they even feature the ability on their website to develop your in-game photos into real pictures and then snail mail them to you. This is a really cool feature. The forest is doused in high saturated color. Daytime fades into evening, and the sheer variation of the landscape is impressive. The stylized artwork helps make things pop and keeps the environment from looking too busy. This game is short. You can bang it out in a couple of hours, though the dialogue trees make for some replay value if you want to hear all the dialogue, of which there is plenty. You can actually make your decisions influence the story, so it's not painful to replay, but just know that you'll probably only get maybe 2 or 3 plays out of it before you start hearing some repeats. While the game itself only features a single map, many areas are blocked off with foliage, hills, and rock sides. You will be attached to your map while exploring, especially that first time, as it's very easy to get turned around thanks to the dense foliage, but there's enough landmarks where regaining your bearings isn't too much of a chore. Gladly, a compass is included from the get-go, and the map features an active indicator showing your position. I got lost a few times, but the worst culprit is the lack of being able to jump along with areas that look like they could be walked over, but are just too steep. Overall, I can't recommend this game enough though, even with a few negatives. Even at the $20 price tag, even with the short playtime, there wasn't a moment that I wasn't engrossed in the story. It's available on PS4 and Steam. I bought my copy on Steam on a sale, and it's not uncommon to see this game go for $5 less if you're patient. So go on, pick it up, give it a try. You won't regret it. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, share, find me on Facebook, and I'll see you next time.